What's up everyone, this is TubeElephant, and in this episode we'll be taking a closer look at the guild system in Guild Wars 2. We'll be making a more in-depth video of this once we get more info about it. Anyway, just sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Also, please don't forget to rate the video, comment the video and subscribe for more videos like these in the future. Thanks.
So we've been talking a lot about the social nature of the game, and of course when you think social and you think MMOs, you think about guilds. And we've been pretty quiet about what our plans for guilds are, and so we wanted to kind of start talking about the way that guilds function in Guild Wars 2 a little bit more. So the first thing that we looked at when we were looking at guilds is we tried to break down from a very basic level, what do people really want from guilds? We tried to sort of throw out some of the preconceptions that we had about how guilds usually function in an MMO and look at like, hey, these are the things that would be really cool. And guilds are basically social networks. And so the very first thing that we decided is, well, it's really cool to be able to belong to different social networks, and it kind of sucks that I have a character and in most games I'm bound to a single guild, and it's a pretty big commitment to go from guild to guild, and so even if I have different groups of friends or different guilds that I hang out with, I can't belong to both of them at the same time. So what we've done in Guild Wars 2 is the way guild membership works is your account belongs to a guild, and you can belong to as many guilds as you want. And at any time on a given character, you can choose to represent any of the guilds that are linked to your account. So if I'm not in a very sociable mood that day, I can choose to represent no guilds. If I'm going to PvP that day, I can go to any character and say, okay, PvPing today, I'm going to represent my PvP guild. And representing that guild means you're going to have the tag flying after your name, you're going to see guild chat, you're going to see all of those things, people are going to see that you're online. And if you're not representing the guild, then they won't see those things. So it's kind of up to you. You get to join whichever guilds you want, whichever groups of friends that you want, and you choose to represent the guild that you feel like representing at any given time. And so it was very, very important to us to give people a lot of flexibility with how they join guilds. So that's the very, very first part of how guilds are different in Guild Wars 2. The second thing is we wanted to give people reasons to be in guilds and reasons to play together. And so what you do is if you're doing almost anything in the game together with your guild mates, you'll earn something called influence. And as you earn influence as a guild, you have kind of this tech tree that you might see in like a strategy game or something like that, and you're spending the influence on unlocking things for your guild. So there are all kinds of perks that you can unlock, things like guild storage, things like guild calendars, so you can organize all your events, and more importantly, things that facilitate you playing together with your guild. So you can do things like research and use influence to purchase a flag that you can then put down in an area, and everybody in your guild who's playing in that area together will get an XP bonus. Things like that. So what we wanted to try to do was really give the guild kind of this shared goal of building up influence, and then giving them a way to spend it on things that are cool. So another thing that we've mentioned before is we have our world versus world type of PvP. Guilds will be able to claim keeps in World versus World. They'll be able to upgrade keeps. They'll be able to use their influence to make the keep harder to take. And then everybody who's playing World versus World can see, hey, this guild is flying their flag from this keep. And you can kind of have an identity in the world as a guild together. You
were saying you can be in multiple guilds with this guild system. And I was wondering, how will you be able to be in multiple guild chats at the same time? Because you said you can switch in between.
Yeah, so you can't be in multiple guild chats at the same time currently. You have to, it's pretty simple to change, like it's just as simple as pulling up your guild chat tab and then saying represent this guild instead. So you'd have to switch between them, but it's pretty easy to do. But yeah, you can't see multiple guild chats at the same time.
I'll give a quick one. So you mentioned multiple guilds. Will you have alliances similar to how you had in faction, so multiple guilds can like group together in one large super guild faction with one cross chat kind of thing?
So we haven't figured out exactly how we're going to do that, but we definitely want guilds to be able to cooperate with each other, and for guilds to be able to have sort of shared goals. But yeah, we haven't finalized details on that.